Hello guys, Beastie here with another video, and I am going to do my week 4 predictions. We got 2 games on NFL Network this week. We got 1 game on BR Live. Did I say NFL football predict? I don't know what I said, guys. Either way, we're doing our Alliance of American Football predictions for this week, and you have 2 other football videos that will be coming out by the end of this weekend, which is one is me ranking my top 10 quarterbacks going into the next season, and one is I'm going to do a power ranking video for AAF. I think it's far enough into the season where I can finally start ranking the teams, and we kind of have an idea where they're at. So here we go. We're going to do week 4, and we're going to have the San Diego Fleet versus the Memphis Express. Yes, the Memphis Express have not won a game. But did you guys see Zach Mettenberg? Oh my God, he lit up the skies in the second half of last week's game against the Apollos, and the guy was an animal. The Fleet, though, they played a really good game against the Commanders, and yeah, he played a really good game against the Commanders, won 31-11. And that's what we want to see here for the San Diego Fleet. And the San Diego Fleet right now, they proved the most last week, I think. And are they going to prove it again? I think they're going to unimprove it. I think the Memphis Express are finally going to go on a little win streak here. I think they might have found their quarterback. As long as their defense plays good like they did last week against the Apollos. You know how good the Memphis Corners played last week? Oh my God, they played phenomenal against the Orlando's Apollos, only allowing them 21 points, which I think I don't want to get this wrong, but I think it was like I know the Apollo scored the first 2 drives, and then they had a really long dry spell. They would have scored more. They started to get a successful run game going, and that's what San Diego Fleet has a really good one of. They have a really good run game, so if the Memphis can't stop San Diego Fleet run, they will lose the game. But I think they're going to have a game plan. I think they're going to beat the San Diego Fleet. The Apollos versus the Stallions. The Apollos. I'll give you a hint. They're my number 1 on my AAF ranking. There's no team I think that have shown better than the Orlando Apollos. I think Apollos are the scariest team to face in the AAF, and by a long shot. Salt Lake Stallions played a really good game last week though against the Arizona Hotshots. I cannot remember the score of that game. We can quickly go check, but that is the one where I can't remember that one fully. But I remember the Stallions did get a win. Obviously, they got a win. A 23-15 win. I still don't know why the San Antonio Commanders glitch out for me like that. They always glitch out, and I can't see the next second number on the Commanders. But I know what the scores are, but like 23-15. And I better check the Birmingham Iron. Yeah, I knew it was not very close, but I didn't know the exact score. But the Salt Lake Stallions, they had a really good game, 23-15 against the Hotshots. Gave Hotshots their first loss last week. And the Orlando's Apollos have still yet to be defeated. They struggled, though, against the Express. They played a really good game against the San Antonio Commanders. Now, the thing is, with that game, I don't know how well I should rate the Apollos on that. Yes, it's 3 weeks in, but the San Antonio Commanders had a really good opening week, 15-6. They played a really good game defensively. Then they went out there and showed they could play offensively. They just lost, came a couple points short, and then they got annihilated. So I think the Commanders are just an average team. Like, if you took this last week going into this week, I would have had Commanders ranked like the 3rd best team in the league. It'd probably been like Apollos, Hotshots, and then Commanders. But now Hotshots and Commanders are going to be down quite a bit. And I think our Apollos are still going to pull off with this win against Salt Lake Stallions, even though the Stallions were impressive. And the Apollos were not very impressive last week. I'm going to take the Orlando Apollos. I just have to talk about the Commanders versus the Iron. They could be in competition for the best team in the league against the Apollos. They have a better They have a better defense, and they are a more complete team. They have a running back, but more importantly, a goal line running back. He is not rushed for very many yards per game. I don't want to say wrong stats, so I'm not going to say any stats. But I do know he already ran for 6 touchdowns this season. He ran for 3 against the Legends, 1 against the Stallions, and then 2 against the Express opening week. And that's the team the Express have done the worst against. They had a 20-18 loss against the Hotshots, which was not a bad game. You only lost 21-17 to the Apollos, but they got smoked 26-0 against the Birmingham Iron. And I don't know if that was because Birmingham Iron just came out a lot better to play than them, or the Birmingham Iron is just the best team in this league to take it down. I am going with the Commanders on a big slump right here, losing bad last week. I don't think they're going to be able to bounce back with this team against the Commanders. You got the Hot Shots versus the Legends. This is a perfect team. Atlanta Legends. Hey, I told you about the best team, and I'll tell you the worst. It's the Atlanta Legends. Atlanta Legends are by far the worst team in the AAF, and unless they make a quarterback change for Aaron Murray this week, they're not going to get any better. Hot Shots are so bad. 28-12 they lost. Let's look at week 1. 40-6. In week 2, you lost. Week 2, you lost 24-12. They have not had one good game yet. They've been blown out of every single game. They're going to keep getting blown out. They had a decent start, I think, last 2 weeks. I remember watching at least part of the game against Birmingham last week, and it was Birmingham. They started off with a strong start, but then they quickly fell apart. The Legends are definitely the worst team in Hot Shots. I see no way losing this game whatsoever. All right, in week 5, real quick, just in case. We got some good games in week 5. To be honest with you, I haven't really taken a look at this. Game of the week is probably going to be the Apollos versus the Iron. But real close is going to be the Fleet and Stallions. Fleet and Stallions are going to be really good, and I think the biggest potential teams are the Stallions and Fleet. Okay, so I'll tell you all this in my ranking video. But Apollos, Iron, if I had to pick right now, this is in Birmingham. Orlando's having to travel, but not that far. I mean, you're going to Atlanta, middle Alabama. It's not too bad. I'm going to go with even though I said I have Orlando Apollos and it's going to be at the top of my rankings, I'm still going to pick Birmingham. They're at home. I mean, the home crowds really won't play too much of a factor. There's not a lot of people at these games. But I will pick the Iron at home. You have the Fleet and the Stallions. I think the Fleet are a better team. Remember, I go more in depth with them throughout the week. These are just quick picks. Express, Legends. I think, like I said, the Legends are just so bad. I don't see them even winning a game this week. I think they're going to lose to the Memphis Express. And you have the Commanders versus the Hot Shots. Once again, Commanders are still in the slump. Arizona got hot again against the Legends. Well, I'm saying this metaphorically like it's already next week. They're going to hammer on the Legends, and they're going to have momentum. And the Commanders are just not going to get a break. And the Hot Shots will win and improve to 4-1. That is my prediction video for the AAF Football League Week 4. Hope you guys enjoyed. And by the way, I get some of my information from That's Good Sports. So give him a watch. I think he's entertaining to watch on YouTube, and he's who I get my American of Alliance for American football. I mean, I could probably still make these videos without him. He helps out a little bit and gives me a couple of those extra stats that I don't know. Like I said, I can kind of base all the teams off. I at least watch highlights of all the games, and I try to watch at least parts of every single game, so I can get enough without That's Good Sports. But he does help me, getting me a couple specific stats in here and a couple player names that I did not know before. But either way, you guys should go check him out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace out, y'all.